Hey everyone, so I know this video is late. I apologize. Life's been a little crazy. You might have noticed in some of my previous videos. But here's the much awaited coffee bar tour. So I wanted to get this done before I did the changeover for Yule. I actually decorate my coffee bar seasonally. And I did film some clips of me changing everything over from springtime. I missed summer, and then this is autumn. Now, yes, it's technically Halloween themed, but let's face it, it's my favorite time of the year. And in all honesty, pumpkins and everything, that just feels like fall to me anyway. So that's what we're going with here. So I'm gonna take you along for a little tour of my Apothecary coffee bar. So first up, let's go with the namesake of this bar, which are the coffee products. I have several machines actually on this bar. So first is my espresso machine. I got this as a Christmas gift from my father a couple of years ago. I don't always use it, given the fact that it can be a little finicky. I actually might be looking for a new espresso machine soonish. But that's still kind of in the background since I very rarely do espresso. Normally I'll just use the steamer attachment for hot cocoa, a couple other things. But generally, when I feel it, I'll do espresso. Then I have my hot water kettle. This is for everything for hot tea. I have quite the selection of that, which I will show you momentarily. Moving right along. I do have a Keurig. This is what I use almost every single morning. Since it's quick and it's easy. This was a gift from my brother. He didn't need it anymore, and since we are both caffeine addicts and I am more so about the coffee than anything else, suggested that I actually try this instead. Now, I have been considering getting an espresso, but I'm not too sure which one to get. I've done some of the research on it, and I'm not too sure which one would be the best. So if you guys use Nespresso machines, please let me know what you think. I'd sincerely appreciate it. And then, of course, my trusty coffee pot. This is mostly for whenever I have guests over, but that's very rare that I will actually full-on use the coffee pot. If I were to get rid of anything, it would probably be the coffee pot. Now, I also do have several French presses of different various sizes. The large one's actually currently in the dishwasher right now, but it's about a 3-cup. It's a 3-cup French press, so that's what I like to use whenever I have guests over. I do have, let me see if I can find my small one. I do also have a small one, so this is like a good 1-cup one. At that point, that's also what I use the kettle for, is this. I find that a French press is fantastic when you really need that extra dose of caffeine, but you don't want to go the full length of doing espresso. So that's normally my second go-to, depending on how I'm feeling in the morning. Also in the morning with my coffee, I like doing syrups, flavored syrups, sugar-free. I get them from Skinny Syrups. Find them at TJ Maxx, Home Goods, all of those places. So I have quite the selection of those. This here is where I keep all of the flavors for my coffee, and also some of the switchover stuff. Oh, there's my other French press. Okay, found it. All right. All right, moving quite along here. So, got a selection of flavors like mocha, cookie dough, Irish cream, white chocolate, salted dark chocolate espresso, flavors like that. Let's see, pumpkin praline pie, pumpkin caramel, pumpkin spice, more Irish cream, pumpkin caramel. Can you tell I like pumpkin? So I've got a slew of those. Also, I don't know if this is local or not. I can't quite remember if this is local or not. But Smart Owl Coffee, this is their decaf blend for after dinner. And then they also have this one, which is the balance blend. It's smooth. Both of these are very smooth. I picked them up, I believe, at some little orchard, actually. So I'd highly recommend those if you can find them. So we covered the coffee. Now let's take a look at the tea. So you'll notice that some of these have some loose leaf in them, and others have what look to be apothecary ingredients. I made all of the apothecary ingredient jars from some items I picked up at craft stores and everything else, and just threw them all together just for an art project. So for example, this one, graveyard dirt, I just did a small jar. I can't even remember where I got it from. And I did coffee grounds, some fresh ones, by the way. And I mixed just a dash of water and I sealed it. It has never molded. So there you go. And I decided to make my own little tags for everything. Put it on there with Hodge Podge. Just went over it again with Hodge Podge and they've stayed. So I've got graveyard dirt, creep vine. Anyone who's done Subnautica will know exactly what that is. Aconite, also known as wolfsbane. Powdered unicorn horn. That's made with flour and glitter. Lots of glitter. Wool of bat. And dragon's blood. That's different types of paint with a little bit of oil mixed in. Shook it up, there you go. The black paint that I used settled at the bottom, so I felt that was very appropriate for like brimstone. But everything else that I have up here though is all loose leaf teas that I have grabbed from my local tea shop. That is Walnut Tea Company in downtown Champaign. So for example, this one, let me see if I remember what this one is. Yes, Blueberry Dream. Tastes just like blueberry. I have a hot cinnamon spice somewhere. That one's decaf hot cinnamon. Yeah, that one's decaf hot cinnamon. So it's perfect during winter or the colder months. I find that very helpful. I have like chocolate mint, a couple other things. Herbal knockout. What are you? I need to try figure out what that one is. Oh wait, no, that's hot cinnamon spice. No, that's hot cinnamon spice. Evening unwind. And of course, my cinnamon sticks that I like to put in a couple different drinks as necessary, or even hot cocoa too. So this part of the Apothecary coffee bar was inspired by The Good Witch. The first movie in her kitchen, with everything hanging everywhere and everything in bottles, I was just like, I want that. I want that in my house in a more kind of like chic way, but still screamed apothecary. So that's what this came from. So I love it. I use it all the time. I change it up. So I'm very pleased with how everything came out when it came to that. So we have the coffee, we have the tea, but kitchen witchery isn't just coffee and tea for me. It's also spices. So these are spice racks that we picked up off of Amazon. I bought the jars in bulk. We bought a label maker and we made labels for every single one of the spices that I have. And I have several. Black pepper, cinnamon, cardamom, cayenne, curry powder, red pepper. Did I say coriander? I can't remember if I said coriander. But it's not just on this wall. I also have it on the other side too. I have several more over here. Nothing in the bottom shelf just yet. Still need to make the tag and put this in one of the jars. The label maker needs its batteries replaced, so I got to figure out which batteries they need. But I'm a type of person where I will just take a handful of spices and sprinkle it as necessary. Definitely a person where I stop when my ancestors say that's enough whenever I use spices for anything. So that's all for the functionality part of the coffee bar. Now for the decor. And I know I'll get several questions on some of the items here, so I will do my best to try to link where I got some things at as best as I can. First up is one of my favorite pieces that I have, and it is this poster. It is Ragdoll Sally's Pumpkin Spiced Latte Frog's Breath Free. I've actually seen this on a shirt. I actually have this shirt. I picked this up off of Etsy and I framed it myself. So this always stays up no matter what. Another thing that actually stays up too are these two here. I'm not too sure of the animal skulls anymore. It's been a while since I've got these. But I know the woman who makes them, so I know that they are ethically sourced. She wouldn't touch anything otherwise. Normally she'll find creatures that are already deceased in the woods, and she'll go from there. She made everything else herself from the plaque and decorating it and everything else. A couple stones. I feel like a very bad witch because I'm blanking on the type of the stones on that and on this, but I love them. They're pretty. One of the very few things I have on here that's actually light wood instead of black, but given the nature of what they are, that's absolutely fine with me. Another thing that is always up, and I searched high and low for the perfect thing to go here, the actual Apothecary sign. This is also from Etsy. I will do my best to link the designer, like I said, but they also sent me a So Mote It Be sign, and that is always in my office. This is actual wood. I asked them to also do the sides in black, all the way around. Easy to hang. Love it. Like I said, never goes anywhere. Some of these things you folks have probably seen in my Decorate With Me when it came to decorate for Halloween. But the things that I didn't mention, this is from Spirit Halloween last year. Deadly Nightshade. That goes up for autumn. This I picked up from my local metaphysical shop, Beads and Botanicals. I got this a few years ago. It will never be burned. It is among my list of candles that will never be burned. It was, I think this is one of Catherine's last runs of these because they are so difficult to make. So I'm very lucky and fortunate to have grabbed one of the last ones that she used, or to grab one of the last ones that she made. This I just picked up at Home Goods. This is from Bath and Body Works. It's a little monster that glows green. He will probably be staying out for Yule. I've got an idea for him. I just got to see if it's going to work or not. Of course, all of the pumpkins. This one holds coffee. This one normally holds treats. This will be filled very soon. You guys will see with what soon. That has sugar-free alternatives for coffee. The Deadly Nightshade. I can't even remember what's in here. What is in here? Nothing's in there. Okay, so I gotta fill that. I'll find something to fill that with. Oh, I also forgot this one, dried bones. I made the dried bones as part of the Apothecary ingredients list. This is the Ray Dunn piece I picked up this year. I never put anything in it. It just fit really well. Probably for the rest of the year, I'll just turn it around. Oh, I still have the tag on it. So we'll turn it around during the rest of the year, so it fits more for general time of year, whatever. This bouquet, I know I did this in the Decorate With Me, but this bouquet, everything from this, including the boots and the items in here, are from Michael's, I think 5 years ago? Heavens, it's been a while. But you can pick up general stuff just to kind of fill any sort of like vase or whatnot. I changed the foliage out to match the season. So like I said, I have my one for winter / Yule, and it's glitter everywhere. I'm gonna have to do a major wipe down of everything before it's all said and done. And of course, my stack of coffee mugs that I picked up from at home. Very happy about these. These have been used. Don't worry, they're not just for decoration. This little guy so far has been for decoration because he's just too cute. But that's about it. This holds everything for my coffee and teaspoons. This holds loose leaf tea. That's for coffee, always. All of these small pumpkins were favors at my wedding, and I have gotten a lot of requests and questions regarding where did I get them from, can I share where I got them from. I have in previous videos, at least one previous video, but I will link it again down in the description below. I did not expect them to be as popular as they were. It was some website and we got them in bulk, and I mean we got a bunch of them, so I will happily share them. This broom, I got this from Target last year in their dollar spot. I do not have a Yule broom to put in this spot just yet, so I'm gonna have to get creative here. I have one for spring, I have one for summer, and this one's my one for autumn, but so far nothing for winter. This I got at Spirit Halloween this year, Pick Your Poison. This is from the Nightmare Before Christmas collection. What else is new? This lovely guy is from Michaels, from one of their, I can't remember which line it is, but I love this little dude. Love it. I'm actually going to be sad to put him away. The coffee mugs are from Target last year. They had green mug cake packets in them that you could just kind of heat up in the microwave and you keep the coffee mug. We just took the coffee mugs and we didn't do anything with the mug cake stuff. Not my kind of thing. I prefer making my own. The ravens that I've got, ravens, crows, these were from the Target dollar spot last year as well. I have a slew of them, so I got them here. Also have them over here and around different parts of my house. Debating whether or not to leave these up for Yule. Still working on that. We've read along since we're already in the cabinets here. This is where I store all of my coffee cups. I promised my husband when we got into this place that I would not fill this thing entirely with coffee cups. So far I've held mostly true. The bottom currently holds some candles and some jars. And some tea. But he's not gonna win this one. So this is like not really a full coffee cup collection here. Yes, most of these are Halloween themed. What else is new? Had like this one since I was in high school. Got a clear one for some special drinks that I do. And I'll actually probably be doing a video that should debut sometime in early December on why something like this is important. This was picked up for me. I have two of them in here. This was picked up for me by my friends who went to Disney World. Also, when you're really feeling a big mug of something, you got this guy. So, giant pirate skull mug. And a bunch of carrying tumblers. And this is where I have a couple miscellaneous tea items, small plates, an actual Turkish style tea set that I hope to use sometime. All of my hot cocoa, which will be coming into play very soon because I'm going to turn this into a hot cocoa and coffee bar. And a bunch of other pitchers and everything else for tea, and shakers for pre-workout and protein shakes and so on and so forth, and of course my coffee grinder back here. Now to kind of discuss the larger decor that I've got that's actually above and around the coffee bar. So this is creepy cloth that I picked up at Joann Fabrics. I know I could get something cheaper somewhere else, but this was 22 feet. And it definitely spans the 22 feet. I mean, it drapes very nicely And I shredded some of the bottom of it to kind of add the detail here in this. So I thought it was worth the money. The black leaves and purple lights, that is also from Joann Fabrics. Just found that on a whim, and that works beautifully as well. So I think that pretty much covers it for the decor itself, the coffee bar, what I've got going for right now. As for winter / Yule, that changeover is going to be happening very soon. In fact, I am filming this as of Thanksgiving Day. So you could say I'm thankful for what's behind me, because it keeps me going each morning, to be rather honest with you. But I might start the changeover on some of the stuff, possibly tomorrow, over the weekend, throughout next week. I mean, I wanted to keep all of the Halloween stuff up as long as possible since I got so late into the season before I fully decorated. But I'm realizing now I'm running into the problem of I actually don't know if I have enough winter decor. And I was hoping I didn't need to buy anything else, but I might need to. Probably not for what's behind me. Other parts of the house, yes, possibly. That might not be a separate video. That might be part of vlogs that I'm doing, or Vlogmas. I am doing Vlogmas, so stay tuned for that. I'll properly link everything when it comes to that in my videos, in the titles, and explain there as best as I can. But pretty soon this will be a gothic winter wonderland, unfortunately with glitter, because I can't get rid of the glitter, unfortunately, especially for winter stuff. But I guess it's not gonna be part of the aesthetic, and I will deal with it, and I'll just be constantly wiping everything down so it's not in my coffee. So there you go. So I hope this was worth the wait. Again, I am so sorry. I had hoped to have this up in October, and it's almost the end of November. I'm terribly sorry. Like I said, it's been a chaotic few weeks for me. If you like this, please let me know. Leave a comment, let me know what you think. I may not respond to all comments, at least not immediately. Sometimes I'll go back like weeks later. I know that's not the best of me here, I'm so sorry. And actually will respond to some of those. But I do read every single one of them, and I do appreciate every single one of them. And I do appreciate every single one of you. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one, hopefully a lot sooner than it has been in the past. So, happy holiday hauntings. See ya.